Rethinking ownership. The greatest deterrent to putting assets in an irrevocable trust is giving up control. It belongs to me, right? Getting the goods of the world can be a wonderful experience. Further strutting your stuff in ways ranging from subtle to blatant is considered proper, laudable, or even mandatory. Being the Joneses instead of trying to keep up with them is often a secret wish. It means being in control of your life instead of at the mercy of others. Or is this an illusion? Whether it be a shopping spree, a new car, or getting a mortgage for a home, the lust to have is considered normal. But is it? There's a different way to look at ownership. As a lawyer told us, the only reason they let you have anything at all is so if you do not obey, it could be taken away from you. What? You don't believe it? If you do not pay your county property taxes, your home disappears into the black hole of forfeiture. As a homeowner, you live with this threat constantly. And it's a constant reminder that if you step out of line, it may cost you everything. Why ownership could be bad. Taking the responsibility to pay off a home loan or to buy a car on installments is something of which to be proud. We agree. Except in the current climate of government and tax organizations, ownership could be a greater liability than most people realize. The politically savvy kings of ancient times knew all about this. They bribed ordinary persons by offering him a title and some land if he served in the king's army. As a bonus, he would see exotic foreign countries and find hard-won glory in distant battles. There was always, though, that sly little royal trick. For a commoner, now a knight, to hold the land took an army, and without the strength to battle the raiding bands of encroaching nations, this new little fiefdom was doomed. Now the same honorable knight must ask the clever king to help to defend his tiny plot of land and his family. For that, he had to pay a price. Whatever the price was, it involved some pledge that enslaved him to both king and land, and that hard-earned title became tainted. The serf on the land may have had a better arrangement than the hapless knight, obligated, laden with responsibility and political schemes that complicated his life. Although this paints a dark picture and perhaps dramatic to make the point, ownership can be leveraged, others use against you. If you take this leverage out of the hands of others, could you find a new freedom? Why use is better than ownership. Ownership is stranger than fiction. If you form an irrevocable trust and transfer assets into it, such as residential property, the ownership becomes split. The beneficiaries have equitable interests and the trustees have legal title. Now recorded at the county, the residential property is owned by the trust and the trustees' name are listed as the responsible parties. This is known in law as a divided title. No one actually owns the assets. The trustees are legally responsible for the asset in the trust and take care of the property, but only hold it for the benefit of beneficiaries. A trust removes direct ownership. It takes money and property out of the hands where it could be used against you. Now in the hands of people, removed from the direct involvement in enterprises, legal and financial complications are less likely. Property is safer. In other words, if you own a home, have a bad automobile accident where you destroy another's property, the car insurance may not cover all the damages. Usually, the claim may require your home to be sold to pay off the debt. If you do not own a home, it can't be forfeited. There is no asset for the plaintiff to claim. And what about marriage? Assets in the trust before the marriage remains in trust, as they belong to neither the groom nor the bride, but to the trustees held for named beneficiaries. Assets gained after the marriage can be community property unless the trust buys them and keeps them for the children of the newly married couple. The couple can also put new assets in the trust for the children. As a reminder, please do not confuse the word trust with statutory living trusts. In a living trust, property remains in the name of the original owner and is not removed into the names of the trustees. Therefore, a living trust offers no asset protection and only limited probate protection. Thank you, friends, for sticking around. If you found value in this content, hit the like button. Appreciate it. Till next time, take care.